Hi, welcome back to a brief Dylan Rounds case discussion. Welcome if you're currently here in the live chat. Friday night to some, depending on the time zone. Obviously, that's dodgy. A few different things have gone on since. It's like, whoa, where do we begin, right? I mean, first I need to mention a few key points and then we'll move on to the discussion about Ty's upcoming video, my actual thoughts and opinions, because I've not shared many of them in recent time, a map analysis of a recent place Ty visited, because I forgot to include it in the last video, maybe another key interesting location to look at as well in question, and then it's punishment time. Oh, you thought I forgot? No, I did not forget, okay? I keep a list in here. Due to some naughty behaviour recently, looks like we'll be going to the zoo once again, and maybe elsewhere too. But, you'll have to wait for that, right? So to address a few key little points, we've had Joseph talking about his boyfriend's having a bit of a meltdown. Get your ice cubes out, that should fix it. We got Christy turning up late, purposely, probably because she wants to get whipped. There you go. We've got Famous Op secretly lurking in the background, but actually at Starbucks. Don't worry, we'll go to Google Earth shortly and infiltrate you and find you captured on one of the slide photos, secretly slurping away. You're not getting away with that. Oh, no. Cleo missing in action at the moment. Moonshine Sundragon has kind of disappeared off the face of this earth as for YouTube. Don't know where they're at. Julie, no idea about them. They're appearing on other live chats, but there you go. We've also got Alchemist showing up in recent time, talking quite a bit. He's got a blue profile picture, just like this top. There you go. Wow, hallelujah. So, where do we begin first? Well, I think we need to start with Alchemist, okay? So I'm talking to you, boy. No, but I remember Alchemist in the last video, he doesn't seem to respond to me directly, but he mentioned about, you got to be careful, man. You don't want to be messing with Pancakes crew. You piss them off, then they'll stop watching your videos. Well, there we go. But, as for chaos and maintaining order, don't worry, the fifth crusade is here. Julia, Raph, Caesar, I am back reincarnated, okay? So I'll just introduce my defense mechanism, okay? Defense mechanism to deal with any rats or mice in the chat, okay? Now, I know some people have been saying, why do you do it on yourself? Simple, because there is no one in front of me. But maybe we can visualize this time. So Alchemist, you can be the test subject, just to demonstrate what I mean, okay? Hopefully you don't take it the wrong way. So Alchemist, turn around, bend over. Bend over now! Okay, good. So it goes like this. Oh, I missed. I need to use my left hand. Better action in that hand, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Was that a little groan then? One more time. Well, 2 more times. 1, 2. Was that a moan now? Come on, you're holding it together. I'll give you that. You got some composure. One more, magic number 3. Are you ready? Sorry, had to do the 3 gang. Yeah, boy. You want some more? You want some more? Whoa, calm down. Calm down, Alchemist. You're going to wear this belt out quicker than the others. No. What was that, Christy? Christy, do you know what? It's becoming a Tyler show right now. I'm giving blessings left, right, and centre. Christy, you want one? Famous one, you want one? Anyone else? Glitter Galaxy? Yeah, for that motel. Slightly disappointing. There you go. Anyone else? Anyone? Oh, Joseph. Yeah, okay. Is that good enough? Well, I hope it is, because, you know, it's valuable, these whippings. It's almost like a ritual. It's sacred, and it should be welcomed with open hands and bent over posture, okay, to accept it. But that aside, as said, it's under control for that part. But I think we should move on to the Lance situation, okay, regarding Dylan Rounds, right? I want to give you my opinions. So some people whinge and whine, obviously, no difference there. Someone like Star Jasmine, that's another individual. Aside from Graham, aside from Tucker, aside from, who was it, Tiffany Taboo, aside from DP at one point in the past. But yeah, the current one at the moment, Star Jasmine, another individual that kind of has it in for one, in a sense. They complain quite often. But, you know, first of all, they've got a default profile picture, 0 content on the channel, but pretty much case closed from there on out, because most people, or a couple of people that do whinge and whine, don't show the face, don't have content on the channel, don't really contribute much, and then that's it, close story, let's go to bed, bye-bye, get the sheets out, get the banana in pyjamas out and whack yourself over the head. So really, don't really have much to go off from there, okay? Just a bit of impetuous behaviour, lack of reasoning ability, seen it several times with other humans, same outcomes, cycle and pattern, so there you go. But, you know, sometimes people assume that I am speaking negative of Lance, or I'm trying to make him look bad. I mean, how and why? Like, one is making an observation, simply saying, oh, as you can see in this video, that appears. As you can see here, Lance is present doing this. That's what an observation is. That's what I'm demonstrating. So if there was a certain action, certain behavior, which was talked about and interpreted by others as something negative, that's not my problem, right? I'm not telling him to do this or that. He's doing it himself. So it's not so much to do with me making him look bad. It would be more him making himself look bad. Now, in my opinion, I wouldn't say Lance has done too much wrong, right? As for the bag of bones, might keep it short here in terms of certain points because I might have mentioned it already, but the way I see it, when it comes to a video titled Bag of Bones Found, it's kind of guaranteed to get views, right? Whether it's for the right or wrong reasons. It's obvious. If you're looking for a missing person and certain types of videos with certain titles have not been done yet, when the first one drops, it's going to get people's attention, right? If you compare boots on ground footage to simply talking about it, boots on ground footage will always get more views. It makes sense because that sort of footage is interpreted as more important. It's more relevant because they're there and it ties more directly to the case, possibly. Not always, but it ties more, right? I can understand that. But as for the specific, you know, boots on ground footage, like the bag of bones, it's going to get views. When it came to Kenny Veach and it was M Cave has been found, even though it was most likely the wrong one, it got views, right? Regardless of whether you were established channel or not, okay? Now, as for one of my videos, I can't remember how many views it got. Not much, just like kind of near average amount as usual. There was a few criticisms on that, right? It was, you know, people were saying, right, why in the thumbnail did you have a picture of Dylan and then have text saying found? Well, the thumbnails, as many others in the past, tell and depict a story associated with the video I'm covering, talking about topic and theme, and it associated with the title as well. Do you understand? So, in one of the videos I did, came across the Pinterest account of Dylan Rounds. It had a few photos added to his little album, including a coffin, I think a red one, a tractor, farmer related one, or a truck one. It was more of a truck one, I think. And you know, it could be play on words, it could be a symbolism, nothing too negative or dark, maybe more as lightheartedness or a showing, a telling sign of passion for what he does, or similar to what he does, hard work, not stopping even when he gets older, you know, only stopping when his body gives up on him, you know, that type of mentality. That's what it was. But the actual title of the video was Dylan Round's Profile, or Strange Items Found on Dylan Round's Profile. See the key word, found, profile, found, contents on profile, found. Found is a key word, hence why it's highlighted in the thumbnail, which the background is of the profile, which means found. People misinterpreted it, saying, oh, the text found is next to Dylan's face, meaning he's been found. But if you read the title, it tells a different story. So that's why you must always read before you start I was gonna do like a combination of words then before you start, you know, talking on. You understand? Okay. So that's that. As for other videos of Lance, I would say I've noticed a pattern. This is an observation once again, that after that bones in bags, fucking tongue twister, man. The bones in the bags, I have seen a pattern of that, right? After that, he started coming across more bones and more bones and more bones. Why all of a sudden? Why have you just suddenly started coming across bones upon bones? What about all the times in the past? All I say is, why was it not documented back then? Why is it only documented now? You get what I'm saying? Is it because the first time he properly documented it with the bags, it got 90,000 views? So then thought, okay, well, if that's the certain pattern and trend that's successful, then repeat it and repeat it. I mean, people could say, well, if that was the case, then that's kind of negative and exploitive, right? And if there is some kind of monetization, then it's taking advantage of it. But then again, you could argue and say if that ever was the case, if money was made in some way or another, but it was put into that sniffer dog, cadaver dog, donation fund, whatever, to then fund future searches or some other type of search, then it's not really bad, right? But I am just interested to why certain patterns emerge. That's all, okay? So the bone pattern, if we look at his upcoming video, appears to be a similar situation. Let's just head on over now quickly. So here we are, as you can see in the middle of the screen towards the top, it says following tracks to bones, searching for Dylan Rounds. Now, I don't know if we can see the full title of the video. There we go. Now, I mean, could click on it possibly. Hopefully it doesn't flick anything up. Okay, what's this? Susan Powell and Tommy Novak. Okay, I've not heard of Tommy Novak. Has anyone else? I assume that's another missing person. Heard of Susan Powell. We've had Scott Natal searching for Susan Powell as well. Still a mystery, still ongoing. Heavy D and his crew, Diesel Brothers, did look for Susan Powell at one point, but I think it went to a dead end. They said they found some evidence or leads, but it kind of went quiet after that, so I'm not sure where things are at. So I don't know the location of this, but we'll obviously find out when the video is released. I mean, do you understand by the pattern? Like, recently it was bones found, a few more bones found, the odd glove found, bits of clothing found. Why is it all suddenly appearing all of a sudden? That's what I'm a bit confused about. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if people haven't searched in certain areas before, then if Lance does, he's going to be the first one to find all this stuff. So if he's constantly going to these new locations, he'll probably be the first one to find and document the stuff, which makes sense. But it's just like, is there any way of putting it across that did any other search teams or people searching near the area came across it in the past but decided not to record it or upload it online? I'm not too sure. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on it? And I said, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, whilst you're in the live chat, obviously you can talk about all kinds of things. I'm sure you're already talking about cooking food or something, or making potions. But if you want to talk about Dylan Rounds, or you want to respond directly to some of the points mentioned in this video, feel free to do so. And if not, that afterwards in the comments section, okay? But yeah, looks to be in a mountainous area. It could well be a follow-on from the previous video in Lucin on the mountainous side. We will get a bit more into that very shortly, okay, with the map analysis. Well, it's just kind of interesting, these little patterns and trends. As you see for Earthworm Infotainment, in terms of the channel, his channel is being established, 9.79k subscribers. I don't know what the figure was at the start. It could have been 300, 400, because, you know, he's not been like there for a long time, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if it will mention it in the about section when the account was created. 2018, but I don't think he was uploading much in 2018. So he's been able to grow his channel successfully in a short-ish amount of time, okay? Nearly at 10k subscribers, and I believe once you get to 10k subscribers, you can set up like, how do you say the word, merchandise, clothing brands and all of that. So maybe he'll do that with his badge and all that. Maybe it's another way of raising money for the dogs, who knows? But yeah, with YouTube, you've got different methods and chances to do certain things. Obviously, it comes with milestones as well, but, you know, they're not too extreme, some of them. I mean, the verified milestone is kind of extreme, 100,000 subscribers. If it was brought down to maybe 50,000, it'd probably be a bit more reasonable, right? But it is what it is at this moment in time. As you know, I did that YouTube survey recently. Took some time to make, complete fill-in and stuff, but yeah, finally got out of the way, luckily. But yeah, leave your thoughts. Are you interested on this upcoming video? I thought I might as well show it on screen so you can see it visually, but also be notified, because maybe not everyone is subscribed to Earthworm Infotainment, but this video might, I don't know, remind you or prompt you to check the video out when it drops, okay? So yeah. It's getting a little bit dark now. I'll probably have to put the light on soon. Aside from that, you know, like how I was like wording it, obviously you're limited to characters, letters and numbers to how much you can fit in a title, so you've got to try and word it appropriately but also shorten it. The whole Candice Cooley being enraged, question mark, okay, that's, you know, will she be? Is she already? I don't know. I don't know if she's seen Lance's video already, this upcoming one as well. You know, she'll probably just think, oh, same thing, same old stuff. Would she respond back? I don't think she has on YouTube. I don't know if she has an account. Not really seen anything mentioned on the Find Dylan Rounds Facebook page. And I know people say at the end of the day, why should Candice Cooley be mad? I mean, let's be realistic here. If it was the case where a person was getting in the way, causing trouble, causing confusion, messing with certain findings and piece of evidence, then it'd be justified to why you'd be angry with that individual, because they're causing trouble. But for most part of it, Lance has been, you know, searching in Montello. So it's kind of, it's away from Dylan's place of living, from his property, quite far away. So I don't know why it really is a big issue, you know what I'm saying? Someone like Salty Pancakes, who has been much closer on that land, that's maybe more problematic, right? That's all I'll say. What could be brought up on the spot right now? Well, what I would say, just a quick reference back, right? Because I don't know if it was ever answered because it was back and forth. You remember Chase Venstra's homestead, where all those trailers were at, parked up, abandoned, cluttered, a mess, destroyed, some of them, cars, vehicles, lawnmowers scattered about on the ground, chicken coop with dead chickens in, the hole where the dog was dead inside. You remember that area? That's where Salty Pancakes visited in the past and documented it. And nearby, there was like a box buried in the ground, in the dirt, and it was, you know, with wires in and some, I think, 7.5 or 7mm Winchester rounds. That was buried. Some people, or a few people, said that was all planned, set up by Pancakes. Pancakes buried it alongside with Kurt Wadsworth and somebody else. They were all out there overnight, planning it all, setting it all up to make it seem dodgy looking, to pin it on Chase Venstra in some way. Other people were saying it was natural. It was Chase Venstra that buried the items. But obviously others were saying it was Pancakes and Kurt that buried them. Where are we at with that? Although it's old news, was it ever resolved? I know Ty Corbyn stepped in at one point, Ty Corbyn, saying that Pancakes was responsible for it. So where are we at with all of that? Was it ever resolved? Does anyone know? Comment down below if you did find out, or just share your opinion. Just interested. Like, at this point, I kind of understand why Salty Pancakes could have been responsible if he was tagging along with Kurt, because if Kurt doesn't like Chase Venstra, Kurt could have either brainwashed or encouraged Pancakes to tag along to split the blame and to make it look bad towards Chase Venstra in hopes he would get into trouble in some way. If Kurt Wadsworth has previously tried pinning the blame on Chase Venstra and Aviles for being responsible for, you know, holding Dylan hostage in Montello, even though it wasn't the truth. You know, there might be some kind of bias, there might be a grudge motive behind all of that. Do this, set that up to try and make Chase Venstra look like the bad guy. Okay? Is that a possibility, do you think? Should we do a poll? Let's do a poll right now, okay? Do you think Salty Pancakes has cooperated with Kurt Wadsworth out of free will and choice? Or do you think Pancakes has been brainwashed by Kurt Wadsworth or encouraged in an unnatural way? Leave a vote above, okay? It's one of those things where you start getting certain people to follow one another, whether it be natural or not, they're likely to also defend and stand up for one another. So if Kurt Wadsworth gets accused, criticised, even if it is the truth, by someone like Ty Corbyn, then that could explain to why Salty Pancakes steps up and supports Kurt and attacks Ty. You know, that type of mentality. Just like with YouTube channels who might have a following, they get attacked, they get, you know, trolled, or something bad happens, and their subscribers step in and do some dirty work themselves to show loyalty. But if it's a little bit biased or a little bit unnatural, it almost turns into the Manson family, you know, Manson family following orders. If that person tells you to get it done, it better be done, boy. You know, like that. Obviously, over here, that's not the case. Over here, it's very innocent, isn't it? WLW Angels. Yeah, I'm talking directly to you. Everything is fine here, with no issues whatsoever. Everyone's on good behaviour here. Yeah. So how did we go off direction when talking about Lance? I'm not quite sure, but that kind of happens when you start talking about this case. But I'd say kind of maintain focus still on the subject, unlike maybe other people where they go off completely down the deep end and you wonder where they're going next. But yeah, let's try and retrieve it back to Lance. Okay, still searching. Why not? No harm. I think someone was saying, complaining or saying, yeah, but the dirt mound, it's not the same place, or the fire pit. Well, that could be the case, but it's all down to language and wording. That's why I question it. Okay, most part of it, I try and make it specific, the language I use in my videos or the titles, because if you call it something very generic or vague, Candice Cooley has a history of doing that. Sometimes Lance has done that. Sometimes Scott Natal has done that. That vague wording and titling, it can be misunderstood, which then can lead to disappointment or high expectations which don't deliver. Okay? As you see, I'm being balanced because I'm not just focusing on one individual, I'm covering a range. Even some of the good people, because you might as well still highlight it. There's no harm in doing that. Scott Natal acknowledged it in the past with the analysis video, positives and negatives. Okay, can't be all one-sided because then it wouldn't be fair or natural. You know, just a very brief on the spot example. As for wording, Scott Natal with Kenny Veach, MK found, small M cave, big MK found on side of mountain, MK found down here, MK found up there. You know, people saw that, they'll be thinking, God, how many M caves are there? Bear in mind, there's only supposed to be one that stands out, one that's prominent in characteristics and I guess the atmosphere and presence of it. But if you start seeing all these titles, it kind of loses that mysteriousness about it. When people first see the odd few videos, MK, they might think, oh, excited. Oh, what's it? What is it? Is this it? Is this really it? And then it's like, oh no, it's not. See a few more videos, oh, it could be. No, it's not. And then after that, no, it's probably nothing. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't want to keep it too vague. Certain key characteristics titled for certain key places, right? If you call it the burn pit or the dirt mound, call it something like the dirt mound near the grain shed, the fire pit near the grain shed, you know, something like that. Waterhole. What fucking waterhole? The waterhole near Lucin Pond or the waterhole somewhere in Montello? That's the vagueness, and then it leads to confusion, right? Right, what should we talk about next? Yeah, okay. As for these recent videos of Lance in Lucin, is that a good thing? I'd say, yeah, it's a good thing because it's a bit closer, a bit more relevant to Dylan, because that's where Dylan, well, not exactly lived, but was present in the area, right? I mean, some people can still think, well, what about Montello? Because he would have visited there, or he might have been taken to somewhere there. Yes, I acknowledge that in the past. And I think with Lance and Ty, or Lance himself and some others, exploring the mine shafts in Montello, Bald Eagle Mountain, was helpful and useful because it did clear up any loose ends. It checked things off the list, just like how volunteers did in Lucin. It's all good. It does help. I don't know if every mine and mine shaft was searched. There are probably still some unmarked ones out there. Maybe others are far, but there's only so much you can do at the end of the day due to resources and manpower. That's what you must always understand, right? It's good how Lance is quite nimble and agile getting into these tight, small spaces, but because it's often a one-man army, him going in one at a time or one location at a time, you're kind of restricted to how much you can do. So I take that in mind. But I think the reasoning and the patterns in behaviour for transitioning over to Lucin actually follow a certain order. Okay, we checked the mountainous area, we checked some of the mines, possible caves, if there is any, rocky terrain in this spot where there's roads, where Brenna could have gone to dispose of Dylan. We've checked, not really found much. Let's transition over to Lucin and repeat the same process, but on the other side of the mountainous zone. That's understandable. Just like how, not quite related, but similar types of behaviour where, okay, we'll do Kenny of each today. I'll look at the maps, I'll look at the routes, the possible entry, exit points. Oh, now we're on to Dylan Brown's. Do the same style. It's a certain style of coverage. If you want to call it investigating, you can call it that. Analysing. In terms of Lance's situation, it's exploring, boots on ground. More to do with the rocky terrain and mountainous area. That's what he seems to be focused on for the past month or two. You remember before that, there was the small trend of searching railroad tracks with Ty at the time, going down a couple, constantly looking at them, at the rocks. Was Dylan buried underneath? And there was a time back then where they supposedly came across some evidence, but it was cleared. It wasn't anything, but they reported it to the police and it was resolved. Well, that was the right thing to do, right? So why did Candice Cooley not criticise that? What I want to ask, okay, to you, whether Ty's there right now, if you're there, Ty, feel free to reply back, or anyone else in the chat. When did Candice Cooley start, being negative, having a negative outlook on the likes of Lance and Ty? When did it really begin? What was the catalyst? What was the turning point? Okay? I mean, what I would say is in the past, around the time when Zav Girl was present, covering the case constantly, and Tyler Feller, when they were doing the live streams and call-ins panels with Ty, Corbin and Lance, round that stage, Candice Cooley never really referred or acknowledged to Lance or Ty. You know what I'm saying? And really, the only time when Candice Cooley did mention their names, from my memory at least, would be around the Bag and Bones situation, which wasn't that long ago, maybe a couple of weeks back, 4 or 5 weeks ago maybe. So why did Candice Cooley not talk about them before that? Is it because she didn't know that they were out there? Or is it because she, what would you call it, put up with them? They weren't, in her, let's just say in her mind, let's just pretend we're Candice Cooley for a second, okay? She could have been thinking something like, right, these guys aren't really helping. They're not really doing much usefulness. They're way over there, but they're keeping the distance. That's fine. They can keep the case alive, keep talking about it, and just stay over there. So what about the Bag and Bones? Could have been like, now they're almost slanting it towards Dylan. The way they're handling it, if it was to do with a person, then why are they doing it in that way? Oh, I don't like it now. Oh, it's getting a bit of traction, that video. Oh, it's leading to questioning. Oh, people are coming to me and asking me and questioning me and criticising me. Oh, I've had enough of this. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to start talking negative about them. Is that how it unfolded, or is there something else in between? Because it is interesting to know when things kick off, right? Just like how maybe with certain other YouTube channels, how they've kicked off with the drama, how it just suddenly ignited. Put aside the peace treaties and the drama restarting. It's more to do with when did it begin, right? What ultimately caused it to blow up, right? The reason why I say that, and kind of another example, right? Question, okay? Did Salty Pancakes meet Ty Corbin before meeting Kurt Wadsworth? Or was it the other way around? Do any of you know? Do you? If I had to answer it, I'd probably say Salty Pancakes met Ty Corbin before Kurt Wadsworth. The reason why I say that is because when Pancakes came onto the scene, he was a small channel, okay? And he's grown over time. Just like Jim Terry. I mean, we'll just do a very quick list right now. Jim Terry, Shack Lady, Pancakes, Earthworm Entertainment, Lance, have all developed from the Dylan Rounds case. Channels either set up at that time or videos suddenly uploaded frequently. And all of them have grown, and all of them will, for example, surpass my channel in terms of statistics. It's to be expected, whether it be the coverage they do, the information they provide, or if it's boots on ground, okay? They will surpass. The ironic situation at the time where Salty Pancakes was kind of making a joke saying, oh, you got these bigger creators using my footage. Oh, I kind of feel honoured. But in actual fact, it will get to the point where he will be the one up there and people will be below, just in terms of statistics, because when you do look at the numbers, they do grow and the numbers don't lie. I know some people have said, oh, yeah, but they might have been bought. I don't know. I don't know how that even works. Like, I'm sure there's been like some dodginess in the past on YouTube where people have been able to get the verified tick, but in a dodgy way, or they're paid for it. So maybe the same happens with subscribers or views. I don't know. I've not seen, you know, that type of stuff. Kind of similar to like how you might see advertisement online where it says free hacks for this video game, easy way out. I've not really seen that for YouTube, so who knows. But so yeah, if we return back to Salty Pancakes and his channel development, exploring Montello, going down there for the first time, he recorded it, and that's when he met up with Ty Corbin for the first time ever, from what I saw back then. And they were talking face to face. There was no anger, no frustration, not much going wrong back then. It seemed neutral and it was face to face. No hiding, no, I'm traveling down here, let's meet up one-on-one. But BS, it was back then literally face to face. And I guess that was before they truly knew each other. But people did say it was planned. The meetup, it was planned. And then, you know, Pancakes was like, so what's the area like? What are the people? And Ty Corbin was saying, these people are nice. These people are helpful. These people have been here for a long time. Pancakes saying, what about the meth labs? Okay. And I think Ty Corbin was saying, well, they're probably out there or something. I can't remember the exact wording. But, you know, that level of conversation, it seemed kind of okay. And then we fast forward later where you got Pancakes accusing Ty of being on drugs or something. A big contrast, a jump. So even with the likes of Ty Corbin and Pancakes, when did that all go wrong? When did it erupt? Because it seemed okay at the start. After the visit to Montello, the next video that followed, I believe, was the interview of Kurt Wadsworth and Pancakes for the first time ever, I believe. I don't know if it was an actual video inside of Saddle Sore Bar or if it was just like on the phone with a blank background as you've seen with recent videos. I'm not too sure. But I think that's the order it followed in. You know, it's just that importance, that historical events that took place and the factors that caused it to go wrong. Because if there is a pattern within that, which goes across all board of different channels and people in the case, if you can find that solution, then it could apply to things down the line to prevent it from escalating or developing with other people, to prevent it from happening in the first place, right? So, a little summary once again, just in case you didn't quite understand. Questioning behind it is, when did Candice Cooley start disliking Lance, Kelly and Ty Corbin? When did that begin? What was the factor that caused it and when? And when did the likes of Ty Corbin and Pancakes start disliking each other? What went wrong and at what point? That's what I want to know, because you can't follow everything, right? You only can look at so much. Now, we can apply it to, but what about double standards? What do you mean by that? Well, I didn't hear or see or watch it in the past. I wasn't probably there at the time. But other people said the likes of Doug, no thanks. Why is Candice Cooley okay with him? Chatting, laughing, got the phone numbers, cooperating with each other. Why is Candice Cooley okay with him, but not Lance, Ty, who are locals who have been searching frequently? What's the difference? Well, I'm not quite sure the deep-rootedness of it, but in terms of the negatives, which don't seem to shine much, people have said that Doug from No Thanks ended up creating a song or two being disrespectful towards Dylan and somebody else's son, saying negative stuff. I mean, if that type of stuff was created or made by Lance or Pancakes, I can imagine Candice Cooley going wild, getting aggressive, maybe suing or, doing something to cause a backlash, right? But when Doug from No Thanks did it, not much seemed to happen. Now, I can't say too much about it because I did not see or hear about it on his channel, right? But there's been all kinds of talks and rumours and experiences. So if people did see it and comment on it, then it probably did happen, but I can't directly say because I wasn't there. But what I can say is there have been times where Doug from No Thanks has exaggerated at times when it's come to certain, events taking place, like the police presence in Montello at one point, exaggerating with that, and then exaggerating with some other stuff as well. And obviously, if Candice Cooley does not like people that spread misinformation, then in a way that's what Doug was doing, and yet Candice was perfectly fine with that, but not with what Lance was doing with a bag of bones. You see the contrast, right? Double standards, right? It doesn't seem quite fair. If you're going to hate one person, you might as well hate the other as well. In terms of like Jim Terry's behaviour, he treats everyone like shit, which at the end of the day isn't that bad, right? Everyone's treated equally, just like if you punched everyone in the face, or it's straight to the point, no picking and choosing. So you can leave your thoughts down below, what you think about all of that. If there is a bit of favouritism going on with Candice Cooley, is there a lack of genuinity as well? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think that's it for that part, right? There's only so much you can talk about. As we go later on into this video, some people could complain. Okay, I will mention it right now. So for people who are in the chat right now who have watched up to this point, thanks. If you continue watching, and if other people join this live premiere later on and start complaining, saying, why is it not talking about Dylan Rounds? Why is it not talking about Lance? Why are you covering irrelevant stuff? Feel free to remind those people that I was talking about it earlier on, like I'm doing at this moment in time, right? Just to remind people, because some people join late and then it's like, well, you got to rewind it back. That's all you can do, right? No way around it. As for other people who might not be aware, I might as well mention it now. When it comes to a live video premiere, I don't think you can save it into a playlist whilst it's live. Same with a live stream. And as well as for captions, subtitles, translation, right? You might not be able to understand it. You need to see the text. You need to see the translation. That's only available once the live stream or live video premiere has ended, okay? Hopefully that explains that. So, I think what we'll do now, we'll move on over to Google Earth, brief map analysis of, the area where Lance recently visited, which was, I think, called Governor's Peak. So let's just take a look at the area and see what it looks like visually. Right, so here we are. We're actually taking off from where we last went. If you remember, when we're looking for Don Hately's place. Do we need to refer to that immediately? Do you know what? I guess we can do before I forget, because as you know, my memory is a bit dodgy at times. Funny saying that. First of all, let's just flip the image, zoom out, there we go, boom. So I'll just base it off from this location here, okay? If you want the coordinates, I will drop it very briefly now, as you can see, if you want to search for yourself. I did do a video on this previously, my last video. If you want to check it out, make sure to do so. There'll be a link down below in the comment section, pinned, okay? So we just click that off for a second. I don't know why, but I've suddenly got excited because I've just remembered, and I need to remind myself on the spot, that later tonight at 1800 hours, FIFA does the World Cup mode. You get the promo. Make sure I've got to open my packs as well. Hopefully I get some luck and pack something, because all these people are packing the likes of Kylian Mbappe or N'Golo Kante, Kimpembe, and it's like, I'm not packing anyone. Where's all my good cards at? Non-existent, okay? So Indiana, might have to give it another team talk. No, actually no, not a team talk. They're as thick as bricks. They won't listen to you, Indiana. I know, Indiana. As you said, as you described, Indiana, I have a sexy voice. Oh yes, I do. But unfortunately, those players do not appreciate your sexy voice. So what happens? I don't know. Maybe we should listen to Famous Op instead? No. I'll tell you what needs to be done. Indiana, contact EA Sports right now and tell them to give me good pack luck. Okay? So then I can actually, do well in game. So aside from that brief reminder of myself, we just zoom out here, okay? I think it was actually Indiana as well that mentioned this. So there we go, 2 in 1. She wanted the distance of Don's RV to the, I guess, grain shed. Now, as I said, I'm not 100% sure if this is Don's RV. No one really said no in my last video. So, I can't really go wrong at this moment in time. We'll measure it anyway, just in case it is of interest, right? Get the measuring tape out, get that ruler out. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to use this ruler measuring tape on that whip of mine, because it just exceeds the limit. Okay. You're all quiet all of a sudden when I'm trying to tap away on the screen. If you zoom out as well, it can be done quicker, right? There we go. I think I've got the idea. So it kind of bends around this mountain, gets onto there. I don't know which actual path or route to go on. We'll just go on the one down here, right? And just do it until it joins up to the area we want to be in. Like here. Boom. Make sure I don't get lost, because that would be very unfortunate. There you go. It's about 5.69 miles, okay? 5.69. Can I get rid of that for a second? There we go. 5.69 miles from this location down here, which could be Don's RV or someone else's, this place, all the way up to the grain shed, as you see here. 5.69 miles. Once again, within range, not too far. Have you noticed the other small coincidence, how from location to location it's roughly 5 to 6 miles? Does it really matter? Well, the first bit of mileage and distance that was talked about was Dylan walking from the grain shed to his farm at times in the past. He would walk it back 5 miles back. And you know, from other places, I can't remember, it might have been from the... Oh, no, I don't know if I can do it on the spot. Let's just do it on the spot very briefly, just to see if it follows with a certain trend or not. If it doesn't, then I'm going to look like an idiot. But you know what, man? I'll appear as an idiot. Maybe I am all the time. Can't even string a sentence together. Let's zoom out for a bit. I just want to do this because this was another location from like the grain shed to Lucin Pond. Whoa, do you see that? How it just randomly teleports me like a stupid bastard. There we go. I can't remember who it was now. Well, no, I can remember, but I can't remember. That sounds like something Candice Cooley would say. Sorry. Lacey Ann. It's just because I'm sure there was 2 people with similar profile pictures, so I kind of got confused between the 2 people. I mean, it was Lacey Ann. Shout out to Lacey Ann, you know, for recently appearing on the channel. Appreciate it. I think they said that they find it funny when I end up swearing out of nowhere. Like now, fuck's sake, I've just remind myself, you know, I was talking about the patterns and trends because I'm such a professor. I work at the latest university and I come up with all these statistical analysis saying that it's 5 miles here and there. And what does it say on here? 2.7 miles. Of course, it's not the correct distance what I was talking about. Of course, it messed up on the spot. But there you go. But, you know, that aside, you got the distance, okay, from that original place to the shed. So hopefully you're happy, Indiana. Now, should we check out Governor's Spring? Yes. What I want to do very quickly is see if I can find it on the spot. Let's see if I'm a good boy, okay? Am I a clever boy today or not? I don't know. Oh, yes, you fucking... I don't know, I was going to praise myself then, but I put myself down quickly because I didn't know what to say. There we go. There we go. Wow, I didn't even have to type it in. Governor's Spring. This is the place Lance went to. This is, I don't know if this is the same place as this upcoming video we described earlier, but as for the video yesterday, this is where they were heading, right? Governor's Spring. Spring. Okay. Heard springs in the past when it came to, not the beds, but when it came to Kenny Beach, going up the ravines and looking at the springs. Wagon Spring, I think. I don't know if that was ever really searched or not. So do we need to look deeply at this area? Well, we can have a brief look, right? Okay, you can see a direct pathway up there as it goes up. I mean, for the people that watched the whole video of Lance's, you'll probably be able to refer to it better or point out certain slots. I know there was some stuff found up there or something. I guess one thing we can also highlight with Lance's videos, right? I know some people say, oh, they're a bit too long, a bit too dragged out. I mean, they're not, maybe not as dragged out as some of mine, but the positive thing is with Lance's videos, they're a little bit more raw and natural, right? It's good when it's longer. When it's longer, you get a better idea of where are you at? What are you looking at? Do I know this place? There is enough time for me to visualize it and try and understand. If you had a video where it's heavily edited, you know, cropped and cut short, snaps from one place to another, it's very abrupt, it's very fragmented, you can't keep up with it, can you? It's difficult to know where you're at. Similar to Scott Natal, he's done long, raw videos. So you see the whole thing, the whole process. It's good. A good example tying back to Lance, in contrast to the likes of Heavy D's footage. Heavy D, his videos are a little bit shorter at times compared to what's being done in the making. You saw almost like behind the scenes when it came to the likes of Lance and Ty Corbin out there in Bald Eagle Mountain, Montello, Nevada, when Heavy D and his crew came and tagged along and helped. They had the equipment, they had the cameras. Someone like Lance was recording for longer periods, less editing, but more raw. The likes of Heavy D and his crew, it was more cinematic, and short, but sweet. More visually appetizing, but not as natural. Lance's footage captured Heavy D stopping and starting when recording and when, doing the introduction and the goodbye, that type of stuff. So you've seen both sides and angles, and when you get both, it's good. If you only get one, then it's not too bad, but you'd probably rather have the longer version than the shorter version so you can kind of make sense of it more. And yeah, that's my view on it, because that's how it was with the Kenny Veach case. The longer the video, the easier it was to refer back to stuff in the clips. The easier it was to look at certain key timestamps and know where an item was found, right? When it's short, it's much harder to try and interpret or analyse as footage. Okay. So since we've gotten that talk out of the way, is there any photos, first of all? I mean, it's not got a green, what do you call it? A green text, so you can't really click on it. But there is that Murdoch thing higher up, so maybe we can check that out if there is anything. We look at the ground, we look at the area. There's a bit of an incline, right? It gets a bit steeper, but there definitely seems to be a pathway. Now, is that a dirt road for a vehicle, or is it just to walk up? I mean, it does look like a vehicle can go up there. It does look a bit dodgy at certain angles, but bear in mind, it's aerial view, so it can make it look a bit skewered and a bit messy. You got these sharp turns on the side, and it goes up. Now, would we see anything of interest here? Possibly not, because it's 2019, but then when you zoom in there, and in the gap, you see like a little white object like that, you could be thinking, is it a bucket? Is it a tent? Is it some box of food, water container? That type of stuff. Is it of interest? Maybe not, but I wonder who put it there. Who's responsible for it? You know what I'm saying? And I know, once again, some people could say, so what? Why does Governor Spring matter? What's the whole focus on it? Well, maybe that's just the next, spot Lance decided to look at. If he's done similar stuff with Bald Eagle Mountain, there's no harm in staying consistent and repeating it on the other side of the border, which is more relevant to Dylan, right? It's still away from Dylan's property, so it's not causing too much harm. It's interesting, though, how when you look here, you get these bare patches where there's not much going on. Pretty bare. Almost like some of my bald patches on my head at times. Now, at this spot, okay, just on the other side, you've got this here. Can you see? You would have seen it before. Heavy D and his crew, along with Ty and Lance, did go up to this point briefly and have a look. So you can see, although from border to border, very close to one another in the sense of where they've been searching and looking. But maybe at some points you can't directly cross over, that's why. Or down to time constraints. So you got the main pathway up there, but then you've got like, it's not really much of a path, but there's something that goes up that way. That could be more like a water flow from the looks of it, but that looks too steep to go up there and unrealistic. Oh, Google's spazzing out. Stop being a spastic. Damn it. So yeah, this is roughly like the area they were looking at. And obviously, if you've seen it with your own eyes, the actual footage itself, then you can look at it on the maps and, in your own mind, does it look similar? Would you be able to say, oh yeah, I know where that is? Or does it look a little bit misleading? Does it look different? Maybe the time of the year, how it looks, less or more vegetation. I mean, I've been able to refer to some spots and say, oh, I remember that. That looks similar to this and that. So I think you can use it as reference points. We'll just see what's on the low ground here, if there's anything of interest. Not too much. No. There seems to be something there. It could just well be rock. Cav looks like a square, almost. I think what we'll do... Where is it? Not Bald Eagle Mountain. Where's the one in between? Because I'm sure I saw one. Oh, Murdoch. Shit. That's over in Montello. It's just because the green marker appeared just above it at the time, so it's not at the same place. Okay. But what we can do, there is at least one zone, and I don't know if it's directly there, but kind of a coincidence once again how I actually looked roughly in this area in that past, border mountain video. And one of the 360-degree viewing angles is near to Governor's Spring. Okay, so let's take a little look at it. It's probably a bit higher up from Governor's Spring towards the top, okay? Bear in mind, this is the dodgy photo where the person is missing most of their torso and legs. They've disappeared, vanished away, okay? But this is kind of like towards the top, right? And I know some of you might have already seen this, but others may have not. You look at the distance, you look at the vegetation as well. In some areas, it looks kind of white. I don't know if that's snow or salt or some kind of different coloured rock or sand. Because you look here, it's brown, so it might just be... And it's lower down as well, so you can't say it's snow, unless there's... No, can't see any snow up there. Let me know if you see anything of interest. Let me know if any of this ties directly with Lance's footage, if you remember this spot. Okay. Not too much action going on in the area, not too many track marks. When you do look at the area, how it can just drop down there. I mean, if you're not looking where you're going, or you don't put the brakes on or something, you could end up having an accident. Let's do a quick little question. I don't know if I'll do a poll. Maybe not. No, it can't really fit into a poll, but I'll just ask the question. Within the Bald Eagle Mountain Range or Governor's Spring and around this area, has there been any accidents in the mountain? Hikers getting injured, cars driving off the edge and crashing, any recoveries, any helicopters and air ambulances having to come and rescue someone? Has anything like that happened in the area? Is it known for it, or have people been safe and been on good behaviour? Let me know if you know down below. So somewhere over there, I think, is Governor's Spring, just lower down. I just wanted to show you on ground, or as close as can be, right? Back out of that. There you go. Make sure we're facing the correct way. Is there anywhere else we need to look at before we transition on to the other dodgy stuff? I'd say so. First of all, we need to find the airport, and I believe it's nearby. I don't know if I can find it on the spot. I know someone gave coordinates of an area where there was a few more additional buildings, and I think I might have covered it once in the past, but one of those things where I probably didn't put a marker down, so I didn't return back to it to cover. West of the airport, somewhere over here maybe? Maybe I might not be able to find it on the spot, which is disappointing. What's that? Thousand Springs Creek. Also, whilst I'm aimlessly scrolling on here, I know the likes of Indiana is going to get sick. Motion sickness, vertigo. Well, boo-hoo. Can't do too much about that. For other people, feel free to be on the lookout for washes, other ones that maybe Candice might have gone to. Okay? Just trying to visualise it. Airport's there, slightly west. Where's those buildings at? Was it slightly up here? Oh, God, I don't want to mark it. Get off. Problem is, I've got patience. Maybe other people don't, so I'd probably be here all day. sometimes one of those things where you zoom in more and more and then you end up finding more over time. Although it's a ghost town, there's a lot of interesting different buildings and structures, right? Even this area here, like, look at this. You look at the ground, you look at the texture of it, like what's been going on here. I know it's 2019, but you know what I'm saying? It's near the main road, the highway, so could be a turning point, possibly. Huh, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. And then, oh yeah, that one there. Is that the one where the digger was at? Yeah. Is that still there to this day or not? Is that digger still there? I'll drop you the coordinates of it right now. There you go, on screen. If you want to check it out yourself, feel free to do so. It might be of interest or not, okay? And as well, if you want to rewind the video back to check these places out, you can as well. And then just a bit further up here, I'm not sure if it's a mining place. I don't know if it's a cave, mine shaft. I think someone said it was a mine in the past. Now, I'm sure, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure someone said something about Don H. Did they say? Yeah, I'm sure they said Don H mine. And it was like, wait, what? It sounds a bit confusing, right? Don H. I assume Don Hately. But this was at a time when Don H's name wasn't talked about much and his last name wasn't truly revealed as the proper name. So I don't know who or why they came out with that, but they did, which was a bit odd. Which mine were they talking about directly though? I think it was more to do with the one on the Montello side, somewhere like here, this mine. This one said Don H mine. Do any of you remember that? Do any of you remember that comment? I do. It's around a time when I was asking for coordinates of key places to map out, such as the grain shed, and then someone said about the mines in the area worth looking at. So I just wanted to do that from memory. I'm surprised I actually remembered that. Right, looks like I'm going to be slapping myself in the face in a second if I don't find it. Probably should have a countdown or a timer, don't you think? Definitely west. Just can't remember the coordinates. We've looked at that already. It will appear at some point. You know, like, you know when you get those lone containers scattered about in the desert, we have referred to this already. You want the coordinates, just put them on the screen right now. Places like this, just left out there, abandoned, and it's like, is there anything of use stored inside? And I'll drop the question now. Whether they have been or not, I'll just do it as a brief poll just to get the conversations going. Containers like this, and there's numerous ones out there scattered about in Lucin and Montello. Do you think they should be searched just in case Dylan Rounds is locked up in one? Is it worth it? Let me know. Right. So, looks like I have failed to find it. You naughty, naughty individual. There will be repercussions for that, of course. It annoys me so much. I just want to find it now. Where are you? I'm looking for you. I cannot seem to find it. Okay. There you go. Slap myself in the face. Hope you're happy. Right. So that's it for Dylan Rounds. Okay, that is it. But do not go anywhere because we are not completely finished. As I said, there are repercussions for naughty behaviour in recent time. Little rats and mice in the kitchen. Yeah, little mice, you little rats. I think it's time we go to I think it's time to go. I can't even talk. I think it's time we go to a zoo. I can't. Is that how a rat sounds? With the squeaking. I don't know. But where do we look? Ultimately, where do we go? Oh my god, what just shot up on the screen? Shit. Well, I think, first of all, we need to satisfy Glitter Galaxy's needs. Okay? To some, that might sound a little bit weird, but it's, it's understandable. Someone like Glitter Galaxy needs some... I don't know what I'm going to fucking say. She needs an Airbnb, right? How do you even spell it, though? Airbnb? There we go. That's how you type it in. New York? Why are we going to fucking New York? Right, so good news and bad news, Glitter Galaxy. There is an Airbnb, but only one in the entire area. Wow. And there's not even any, pictures to look at. Oh, La Bella V. Bella. Oh, Bella's showed up once again. Okay, what's this? Saguaro buttocks. No, it won't let me on. Can we take a look at this Airbnb? Although we can't look inside, can we look at it on ground level? Bear in mind, this is all public information because it's publicly viewable on maps. Oh, for God's sake, it won't let me on, will it? Oh, no, it won't. Oh, well, Glitter Galaxy, if you want an Airbnb, supposedly, this is the one for you. That small one there, okay? There could be a slight chance that when you do turn up, maybe someone just simply lives in there and it's not, but, it's worth a try, okay? And that is in Condominium Complex in Vineyard, Utah, okay? Now, is Salty Pancakes from Vineyard, or not? I thought it was mentioned in the past, Vineyard. Let me know your thoughts, okay? B&B, very disappointing, right? Oh my God, look how blue that is. Whoa. That's why you don't do... What's that? A water park, temporarily closed. I wonder why. Did someone like... I don't know. Is there any other key points to look at, like the little dots? Flat top mountain. Okay. First of all, we need to make sure we're facing the correct way. And to be fair, when you've got this street view on, it really messes up visually with the blueness. I cannot stand it, man. Is there any other places to type in? Oh, okay. So it's near Ogden, is it? No. Oh, no. Oh my, why does it all look so weird all of a sudden? Right, there we go. Oh, it's below Salt Lake City, okay. And it's down here near a lake. So I'm sure Salty Pancakes is down here. I don't know. It's just random memory. So there's only one out of this whole area. Now, I'm sure there'll probably be more, but they don't seem to be registered on Google Earth, which is a bit disappointing. But, at least there was at least one, right? Now, does Wendover have a zoo? No, actually, no, before we do that, I'm just going to type in some random names just to see if they actually exist. So if I type in Kurt Wadsworth, what will come up? Kurt Wadsworth. Is there any places called that? Oh. Okay. Right. We will check this out because it has been talked about as a rumour in the past. Ralph L. Wadsworth Construction company in Draper, Utah. Whoa, why has it sent me out all the way? Okay. So it's just below or within Salt Lake City. You can see it on screen right now. We'll check the images out. What I do want to ask to you, I'll do it as a poll once again. Is Ralph L. Wadsworth Construction, has that got anything to do with Kurt Wadsworth, the Wadsworth family within the Dylan Brown's case? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts, okay? If so, this was the place, supposedly, where people were associating Salty Pancakes with Kurt Wadsworth, like they were working for each other, or Pancakes was working for the Wadsworth Construction Company. So at least we've got a reference point now. We'll view the images right now. Okay, Joseph, calm down. Don't get too hard. It's not my problem these guys are wearing hard hats for safety and protection. Oh, look at their vest. It's so colourful and illuminates in the dark. Wow, it really guides me in my path and journey through life. Fuck that. Let's see what they're really doing, though. Not a lot, to be honest. They just stood around just like how they do in the UK. Like 8 or 10 of them stand around in a little circle looking down at a pipe saying, yeah, that needs fixing, that. Yeah. Okay, we'll see the images. I guess that's the headquarters, right? Of the construction company. There we go. Same area once again. Is that cement they're laying down or something? I can imagine Indiana stepping in now saying, oh my God, their work rate and... no, why am I doing an American accent? Not even fucking American. It'd be like, oh my God, what's going on here? This is not acceptable. My family would be doing a lot better job right now and they're much older. Oh my God. This is not to our standards. We have higher values. We have higher ethics and work rates. This work rate is not, in tune. This is not good enough. I'm so disappointed. Okay. Fair enough. So, Joseph, leave your thoughts down below. Is this exciting you or not? Or does it not quite interest you? There you go, a bit more construction going on. Laying down some kind of pathway. I assume it's a road or side of a road. From the looks of it looks very chunky. That big machinery there. Okay. Oh, FedEx over there. That's a big truck. Oh, God. I was waiting for someone like Kurt Wadsworth Digger to show up then for a second. No, don't worry, man. It's too busy at the motel trying to tear it down, pull it down. What's this one? Ralph L. Wadsworth, Engineers. Commitment to Safety Excellence, 2010. Oh, it's signed as well, autographed. Oh my God, put that on eBay. It'll go for millions of dollars. Okay. Is that it? Right. So there you go for Wadsworth. Does that have any relevance to the Dylan Rounds case in any shape or form? Let's just type in some other random one. Oh my God, what am I typing? Jim Terry. Does that come up? Jim Terry Road. Okay, so in Jacksonville, Florida, USA. Watch out, Black Dove. There's a road named Jim Terry. Okay. Jim Terry Music in Florida. The Jim Terry Group. Oh, getting around a bit, right? Right, mate. Okay. What else should we type in? How about War Like Wrath? Oh, nearly. War Like Wrath. Oh, is that so? Not found. Oh yeah, of course they're not going to find anything because I'm 1 in a million. Yeah, I'm so rare. Whatever. What about if we type in no thanks? No mas. Is that the French version of Doug? Oh la la, Doug, my name is no mas. Je suis fatigué. Oh la la. Oh my God. Where is that anyway? Is that going to take me afar? Oh my God. Where it says no mas, it means grandpa's dental care. Doug, what are you doing over there? Oh my God. No. Oh no. Please take a seat. Open up. Open as wide as possible. Okay? Can you do that for me? Joseph, no, I did not say open your legs. Keep them closed, please. Please. I said your mouth. We're in a dentistry, right? Now that dentist chair seems awfully close to the TV. Like, what are they going to be playing when you're sat down there? So we got the side seat by the side, got the cables all over the place. Looks like a fire extinguisher as well, just in case things go wrong. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. What else do we have here? I thought that was a prayer room then. I thought, oh my God, I think I've got the wrong place. Oops. Why does this dentistry look like a bloody prayer room? You got the carpet on the ground, you got these dodgy looking chairs, and then you got TV which looks like text in Arabic from when you look out. Oh God, what's that? Teacher charged with kidnapping. Ooh, naughty, naughty. So this is supposedly Doug's side hustle, which is the dentistry. I wonder if... Wait, who... I'm sure... Yeah, it was Jim Terry, wasn't it? Jim Terry recently calling out Crime and Justice, saying she's got no teeth. Well, look where we're at right now. I guess it could be fixed. But, you know, let's just check the layout. Different type of room. Bit of a mess. Oh my God! Why have you got duct tape in the dentist? What are they doing in there? Oh my God, just imagine you take a seat in the chair and they say, relax, keep calm, it'll be okay. And then they're like, shit, get the duct tape out. We're gonna tape them up. We're gonna tape them up so tight that they can't leave the chair, man. Oh my God, forget about the CIA interrogation tactics. Forget about waterboarding. We're just going to be wrapping you in tape like a fucking mummy. Yeah. And calm down, people. I know some people in the chat right now are probably getting a little bit too excited with the black tape. Calm down, okay? It's very sticky and it will hurt when you pull it off. I'm sure you don't want that pain. Oh, or do you? Glitter Galaxy. Please stop using the duct tape to attach your doll's limbs to one another when they do break. Use glue or some better substance, okay? Tape is temporary, okay? Keep up. Anyway, aside from that, maybe famous op is getting excited. She's like, oh my God, I want to sit down in that little chair. I want to be taped up and I need to be inspected. Where's the mirror? Please, can I have a mirror? No, not for my teeth, but a mirror so I can check myself out, comb my hair, and make sure I'm ready for this. Okay, I'm sure a mirror can be provided. I'm sure. Cleo, are you in the background? Cleo. Now, we've got a bit of a conflict going on, okay? Mention it on the spot before I forget. You got the likes of Missy Zavanya, or however you say their name, in the chat. I think they're from Germany. And they said their name translates to princess. So we've got Princess Missy in the chat. Shout out to them. But then we've also got Princess Cleopatra as well. And then we've got Princess White Wrath. Yeah, you said it with a capital P, PP. So that's the problem. It's a bit of a freeway. We cannot have 3 princesses. Not on my watch. There is only one, and that's me. Yeah. I don't care what you say. You got a problem with that? Well, I'm sorry. Take a seat in that chair, and I'll sort you out. I'm going to use that duct tape. I'm going to tape your mouth shut because you talk so much shit. Yeah. Just like sometimes in the chat. Don't worry. Don't worry. So aside from Doug's dental care, what do we have in the corner? We have some cream, and then why have you got a table tennis racket? You'd be doing some ping pong on the table or something. Or is that one of those little back paddles you use to smack someone on the bum? I don't know what this is turning into. I think we might have gone to the wrong place. But I think for some people in the chat, we have gone to the right place. Yes. Okay. So, I will continue to talk in this voice because we are in an important place, right? So, as you can see, we have a pair of teeth. Now, I don't know if they came from the shack lady's mouth or somebody else's, or maybe from Crime and Justice. I don't know whose teeth they are, but, you know, come and collect them. Come and get them right now, okay? This guy's just casually sitting back thinking, yeah, look at these teeth, man. Whose are they? Disgusting. Okay, so we got a little scanning room. Oh my god, I want to scan my body. Yeah, and then upload it to OnlyFans. My god, what's that? Certificate. Oh my god, you fucking incompetent prat. Yes, I'm going to have a certificate on the wall, and it's not even going to be framed or put behind some glass, so it will just wear away with the elements and rip and tear. Oh my god. They've got such care in this place. It's amazing. Wow. Okay. Oh, here we go. So you fought that tiger from the zoo last time. It looks like it's made a visit here. Even the animals from the local zoo are paying a visit to the dentist. Oh my god. This is so inclusive. Oh my god. It really fills me with such joy to know it's inclusive. It welcomes everyone from all different angles and perspectives. It even welcomes gorillas that identify as giraffes. Oh my god, it's so positive how the world can come together and hold hands. I'm really, really emotional right now. I think I'm gonna cry. Cleo, do you have a tissue? Because I'm really, really in the moment right now. Really in sync, in tune with one another. Oh my god. Don't worry. So we've got all kinds of stuff here. Make sure you don't raid the cabinets, even if you're desperate. Calm down. Tiger there, slowly lurking in. Okay. Not much else to it, right? Actually, what's that on the wall? Is that a little maze? A little puzzle? I'm not too sure. Oh, we're back into this room. Once again, we've got the lights shining from above, Tyler. Okay. Grandpa's Dental Centre membership plan. No dental benefits. We have you covered. Save today. Okay, so make sure you take that into your mind. Oh my god, I've just remembered. I remembered this place is the place where Graham needs to go to. You remember Graham, 1 minute whinging and whining on my channel. Next thing you know, may have gone down to one of the Little Caesar pizza places, bit on it too hard, lost her teeth, and then was inaudible when talking on other people's panels, including the Shack Lady. Well, don't worry, we've got the Dental Centre Care membership plan. You come down, you get some coffee, yeah, you get some cookies, yeah. We got the whole lot. We've even got some tissues if you get a little bit emotional. We've got the emotional support, just like you, Cleo. Pat yourself on the back. You are not alone in this world. You go, girl. Famous one. Yeah, you're present right now? Good. Oh my god. Everyone is in this. It's a sisterhood. Yeah. Oh my god, what am I saying? There we go. Wow. Do you know what? Coffee machines are all over the place. Do you know what? I'm so glad we've not come across any microwaves in this dentist. I'm just so happy we've not come across any. I'm surprised we've not seen any towels, though. What do we have over there? Oh, we have the little computer screen. I mean, okay. Wait, you know that light on the far left-hand side on the top of that shelf, let's call it? The cable that drapes down, what's it connected to? I don't know. And is that a tablet or a mouse pad? I'm not too sure. It's a bit confusing. We got the chair there. Oh, is that the laughing gas? I don't know. All kinds of things. I can imagine Salty Pancakes saying, oh my god, this is a cover-up. This is a conspiracy, man. Oh my god. I wouldn't be surprised if Ty Corbin was laying back in that seat using all that chemicals up. Oh my god. Bear in mind, that is light-hearted humour. Please do not get offended. If you have a problem, why don't you go to the belt? You look at this place, you look at the wallpaper, you look at the carpet, it doesn't quite work well together. I'm sure there might have been a few horror stories in here as well. It wouldn't surprise me. Okay, we'll see to you in a second. So, it could be like, number 5. When an individual walked into the room, he realized he walked into the wrong place. When he turned around, the door went shut. He didn't know what to do, but he heard a faint voice in the corner, which appeared to be a man with a mask and latex glove. He thought he was supposed to be going to a dentistry, but turned out it was for another inspection. Next thing you know, he was bent over and his trousers were removed. There was a sharp slight pain and it wasn't too good. He was a little confused, but shortly rushed out. He's never been back there since, and we don't know what the full story is. Join us next time on Top 10 as we reveal more information behind the mystery of the finger. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it's Indiana. Okay, food, yeah, but humans, whew, I don't know. I think we're getting a little bit deep, aren't we? Probably not the right choice of words then. I love what? Grandad. You love Grandad. Okay. Right, come on. Where was... Oh my God. I bet that person used some... I bet that person hired salty pancakes from Fiverr to make that fucking little poster. I'm only joking. Why are people constantly referring to salty pancakes and Fiverr anyway? What's Fiverr got to do with anything? I'm not too sure. I'm sure people have mentioned it previously. Oh well. So what do we have here? Oh my God, Bob Ross has made an appearance in the dentistry room. Look at that glitter galaxy. Oh, looks like we all have happy accidents, even in the dentist. Never mind, it's not a mistake. I'm sorry I drilled into your mouth and dislodged a tooth when I wasn't supposed to. But hey, it's all about learning and creating art. There we go. Bob Ross, what are you doing there? I mean, that looks very generic, that photo. So where's your palette? Bob Ross, please show your palette. Ha 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 ha. Not your paint palette, your palette of teeth. Wow. So we've got a few objects there. Okay. Got some spray there for whatever reason. Okay. Oh, we've got some more angles as well. Coffee machine, I think. Looks like a bloody drill. Oh my God. Some wipes. What computer's that? Is that an Apple, maybe? Jim Terry would approve. Jim Terry TV. Oh my God, all you degenerates are using mobile phones. Yeah, man, you're doing it the wrong way. You should be using computers, man, because of the shitty signal when you try calling in onto our channel. It's atrocious. Mr. X agrees. You need to get yourself an Alienware computer, man. Whether it's from Area 51 or Area 52, it does not matter. Alienware is superior, just like me, Mr. X. Well, there we go. Once again, advertisement coming in out of nowhere. Even when they're not invited onto the channel, they still find a way to get in. Okay. Just like how Indiana does when it comes to fingering food and donuts. Oh, I don't think she'll ever learn, will she? Right, what do we have here? Okay. No towels. I'm deeply disappointed. This person also loves Grandad as well. Also hired pancakes from Fiverr. Definitely going to plan. Oh my God, what is that in the dark? I will tell you. When you see that individual lurking in the hallway, people are very confused and perplexed by it. Such a strong, tall, dominant figure lurking. But who are they truly? What is their purpose? What's their meaning? That's not important, nor is their name. What is important is what they're going to do next. Yeah. You know what they're going to do next? They're going to turn the fucking light on because they can't see anything. Okay? Like, what are you doing over there? What? Oh God, is that a microwave or is that a safe? I don't know, it's got knobs on it. Okay. Oh, we've got a phone, that's good. Yes, my name's Wally Karen. I would like to report a complaint. I would like to see your manager. Unfortunately, their latex glove fell into my mouth as they were inspecting it. I nearly swallowed and choked on it. It really was not nice or good. The glove itself had Vaseline on, so it got very disgusting. Oh my God, I'm not satisfied. and I won't be forever, okay? I'm going to report you. Okay, that person likes Grandad as well. Everybody seems to like Grandad. Everybody likes Daddy Duck. Daddy? Daddy? Why are you putting me in the chair? Daddy? Why have you got that long needle? Oh my god, it's so long. Oh my god, but it's very thin. It's a little disappointing. Yeah. Oh my god, Daddy, you gonna give me a prick? Ah! Oh my god! What's this? It's an injection for you to go to sleep. Why? You don't need to know. So when you're looking at this place, do we have anything else of interest? Same type of stuff. We've got a lot of gloves. Yes. Oh, what does that say? I don't know. Examination gloves. It's time to examine you. Cleopatra, just like the archaeological excavation, it's time to unwrap you and see what lies within. But first, take a seat. Here are the gloves. Okay, we got some more teeth. Only part of them. I don't know where the other ones have gone. They've probably gone missing, running away. Okay, so that's really helpful. So that's no mas, meaning no thanks, French version of Doug. Great to know. Is there anything else? Why don't we... Well, no point putting Indiana. It'll come up with the place Indiana, of course. Should we check out Salty Pancakes? We're not going to spell it the same way because it will probably not know. Salty Pancakes. Let's see what it's all about. Okay. Pancake near Salty Dog Drive. Oh my god. Yep, so there's a lot of pancakes and there's salty dogs. Yeah, because you are a dog. Calm down. You'll get your pancakes very shortly. Right. Is there really anything else? Okay, we'll just type in the shack lady. You know, you might have these prominent experts with these prominent locations to symbolize them, like statues in motion. You know what I'm saying? The shack lady. Oh, Shake Shack fashion place. Yeah. Laid back. Oh, what's that? Shake Shack the schoolyard. Oh no, what's that? Shake Shack the schoolyard? That looks like a place where Troy Wadsworth would go. All right, stop shaking your shack. Probably the wrong place for you, boy. I would click on it, but I don't... Oh, it's a restaurant. That's okay, that. Okay, let's take out Shake Shack restaurant. Yep, this is the Shack Ladies restaurant. I wondered when it was going to show up. That's why she's not been as active on YouTube, setting up this business, just like many other businesses out there and other jobs and fields and expertise. Now it's all to do with the Shake Shack. Come on, shake your ass down to this place right now. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Famous Up is already inside ordering. Yeah, you know, they're already there. It's like, calm down. What have we got here? Burgers Concrete. Fucking hell. Why are you putting concrete in burgers? I'm just going to weigh it down a bit. You know, you've got some happy customers coming out. Okay, so the food looks normal. Is that a steak sandwich or just a burger? It just looks like a burger, just a messy one. Okay. Then you got the fries. Yeah, I'm saying it right. I'm really becoming American, aren't I? Oh my god. And then burnt pieces of bacon. Okay. Oh, you got DP. I mean the dip in the background. Dip pick. Oh my god, I thought that was Starbucks then because of the colouring of it. You got some more food there. You can rate it as we go along, okay? Oh, it looks a little bit empty there. Yeah. Okay, we've got another image. I mean, they do look relatively okay, but I think if you used to get your hand round one and insert into your mouth, I think it would just get a bit messy with the burger and the cream on. Not cream, I'm looking at that. Oh, fuck. The sauce on it, it'll make all the other stuff slip all over the place, and you don't want that. It gets messy. Whoa, God, that person's ordering a lot. Calm down, man. Diabetes. You got chicken burger, normal burger, and then what the hell is that? A very thick burger. And then the fries crinkled. You mean the French fries? Pick up here. Well, that's what I'd hope to do. What have we got here? We got the bourbon bacon cheddar burger. Got the shake breaks man sold out. Fuck me, well that's stupid. We got the summer sips. You want to get your lips round that boy with the real juice, real good. Oh my God. Shake some frozen custard, drink some wine. Nope, I think people are already on that. Okay, so we've got a bit more of an amateur shot. Okay, it does seem more amateur, but at least the chicken has not been, harmed in this case. No regurgitation, no spit, no, things being ripped off, nothing like that. What's going on here? Patience, young burger Jedi. Oh, naughty individual. Oh, patience, young burger Jedi. Shake Shack, handcrafted in New York from reclaimed bowling lanes. Yeah, Master Yoda will see to that. May I take the lightsaber? Okay, woo. We're getting cross references all over the place. There we go. We got the ping pong table tennis. That explains why we saw that table tennis racket in the dentistry. Someone was playing table tennis. On June the 2nd, there was an individual playing table tennis. When the ping pong ball brushed against the person's mouth, there was a phenomenon. The person's tooth chipped away and the person was fucked. The day later, he went down to no thanks and went to grandpa's dentistry. And when walking into the room, that's when it all went down. Just like his trousers, they went down pretty quick. That explains more to the story, as I said, in top 10. Next time, join us in top 15 as we go further and deeper into the case. Oh my God, it's great how it links. What does that say? Chrissy. Chrissy! Oh my God, Chrissy, they've named you after a table tennis table. Nice. What's going on here? Second thoughts, probably. What are we doing here? Is that a Mustang? Maybe. Ew, what the hell's that tube thing? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, the shack lady looks like business is going well for her. Maybe not there. And yeah, that concludes that. So, as you can see, people are definitely branching out. I think what we need to do is look at Tyler Feller. Tyler, Texas, USA, city in Texas. Oh, Texas, man. How do you do a Texas voice? I don't know. Tyler Feller. Ooh. Oh my God. Is this really it? Oh my. Wait, Tyler Christian Fellowship. Is that Tyler's church, or have I got the wrong religion? Oh shit, that would be awkward, wouldn't it? Fellowship Missionary Baptist. Missionary Baptist is Main Street. You like missionary? Okay. Maybe some people do. Okay, oh, brilliant, brilliant. We've got momentum counselling down here now. I know I was providing my services as well, but you know what? If you don't approve of mine and what I can offer, rude. But don't worry, we have counselling down here on screen. It's always hand in hand with one another, right? So, is there anything else of interest we really need to take a look at? Because I think we looked at most of the individuals. Why not type in Candice Cooley very quickly? Candy store. Oh no. Candice Cooley. Cooley Candace, Doctor, Colorado. Okay, well, I don't think it'll come up with too much there. Whoa, we in space now? Whoa, oh my god. What are we doing here? Get out of the fucking way, mate. Right, so I finally found some zoos. Yep. Where are we going? Animal Ark. Let's go. Let's see what it's all about. Because I know people want to go to the zoo, and here you go. We've got a bear right at the bat, very furry. You want to get hugged by the bear? I mean, I don't know what Cleo's Care Bears are doing roaming around in the desert. Like, shouldn't they be tucked away and locked up in the bedroom? Like, they look very dangerous, don't they? Anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if that bear is secretly hiding a spell book underneath his fur. Next thing you know, you're going to see the bear walking around with a witch hat. Next thing, we got the tiger, of course. Oh my god. You're probably thinking, I need to escape this. I need to escape the wall, the border, man. What am I doing? And then this is a weird reflection. Another bear. It's all about the bears this time, so you get your bear emojis out, okay? And then that's a cheetah, right? Any cheetahs in the Dylan Rounds case community? I don't know. That sounds a bit weird, that saying it that way. Anyway. Yep. What's this? Candice. Oh, God. Candice. Oh, my God. Candice Cooley, what are you doing? Why are you on a stone down there? Oh, my God. It looks a bit dodgy, this place. Oh, there we go. Finally came across one of those. Why is it the same generic animals? Where are the monkeys? I've not seen any monkeys yet. We've got a raccoon having a swim in a little pool. Okay. Great. Give me better animals. This is not good enough. Oh my god. What are you doing, man? You need to get a grip of yourself. Yeah, you stick your tongue out of the mustard possible, man, but keep it closed. Joseph might like it. He might even go up to it and give it a little kiss. Yeah, Joseph, you're going to kiss that guy's tongue? Don't get too involved. Don't get too invested. You might not be able to get out of the lock. Oh my god. Okay, we got a raccoon and a raccoon. And maybe another raccoon. It looks like 3 of them. Interesting. Finally, the wolf, Indiana is howling away over and over again. I'm surprised the neighbours haven't called the police yet, thinking we've got some wolves infestation in the area. You want me to howl like a wolf? Can I quite do it? Will that do? Now we're back to the lions once again. Hey, we got an owl. Finally, 360-degree head turn exorcism. I smite you with the Bible. Jesus. Come out. The owl's like... Does that sound anything like it? Now, the only owl experience I noticed is when I went to that abandoned building, the place where I did the dark ambient whistling, some of you will know. When I went there last time, I walked inside, and the next thing you know, Harry Potter! Harry Potter! His wandering owl was flying loosely in the air, and I was like, whoa, calm down, owl. What are you doing here? What? You should be in Hogwarts. Very, very wild. I don't know what he was doing there, but I hope Mr. Potter received his owl in the end. Or was it Mr. Snape? When I'm trying to do this voice, it sounds more like Jack Sparrow talking in a deep voice. I will be seeing you later. You've been a very, very naughty individual. I'll be seeing you in the Chamber of Secrets. Do you understand every word that I said? I hope so. If not, there'll be further issues. If it persists, I will have to break your wand. You don't want your wand breaking. It can never be used the same way again. Let's move on. More lions, of course. Raccoons. Glitter Galaxy. You want that raccoon in the canoe again? He looks very tired. Little kitty cat. Little kitty cat. Meow. Meow. I can't get it out this time. I can't get it out. What? What am I saying? That sounds like dodgy wording. Can't get the kitty cat out. Meow. Ooh. Calm down. Look at it. Yeah, he looks very thirsty. Or she. I don't know. Little kitty cat. Okay, so that's it for that. Do we try one more place? Whoa, where are we going now? Safe haven. It's sanctuaries. We don't want sanctuaries. We want a zoo. Do you know what? I don't think we're going to find. Can I just type in monkey or something? Monkey zoo. Monkey Wrench, Salt Lake City, ice cream shop. Do you know what? That'll do. We can't find monkeys, so we'll go to an ice cream shop instead. Okay. Oh my god, let's share our ice cream. Let's share the cream and lick it between us. Yeah, that's really, really good bonding. Look at that, how they got their hands bound to one another. As the liquid drips down, their hands become very sticky. It becomes a bit of an awkward situation. They look each other in the eye and realize, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to clean up, improve your standards because they're lacking. Get a grip. There we go. Ice cream, you can rate it as we go along. You know, I am being a really nice person right now, okay? I've put you through the motels, I've put you through the pizzas, the disgusting breadsticks, and now you're getting dessert. No, I don't mean me. I mean ice cream, okay? There we go. Oh, coffee. Can't forget the coffee. Okay. Rainbow flag down there. What's that doing? And yeah, there's just like coffee, ice cream, single scoop, double scoop, triple scoop. Are those prices okay or are they overpriced? Let me know. 16 flavors. Okay. Chocolate and caramel sauce. Served in a cup or cake cone. I've heard of a cake cone. Okay. Whoa, that's big. I'm talking about the ice cream. Shit, that was a bit awkward, that. It looks like a microphone, the size of that, doesn't it? Black cone. I didn't know you could get black cones. Is it burnt? What does that say? Monkey. Super premium monkey wrench. Anti-dairy. Anti-dairy. I'm sure that's going to trigger some people. Today's pints. PJ. What? Coffee chip. What? Okay, so here we go. It looks like there is a few shortages in certain departments. A couple of skid marks around the side. Clean up after yourself. Stop doing that. Okay, there's a few bits and bobs within. Hopefully there's no cross-contamination, man. That would be a disaster. Actually, there seems to be. Look at that. Some of that is mixed in with that. Oh my god. Health hazard. What's this? 2 lumps of ice cream balls upon some cake, I think. I mean, I could have stored it a little bit better inside of a cardboard box. It's going to get soggy and wet. Don't want that. And what's that? Has someone peeled their skin off and sprinkled it upon the ice cream? Why does that look like skin? I think I've ruined the photo now. I've ruined people's imagination. Oh, no. Wow. Amazing. Wanna chill? That's funny. Welcome to Top 5. Wanna chill with chills? Feel free to do so in our latest live stream. as we talk about the Monkey Wrench. Shout out to them, as I'm being sponsored by them. Aside from all the other advertisements, I have appeared once again. Join us this time for today's scoops. You could get vanilla if you are lucky, or maybe lavender. If not, you can go for the mojito sorbet. Why am I sounding Mexican? I don't know. I'm confused. But where's the rum? Amber, where's the rum? It's not what I'm looking for. Vanilla. Why am I sounding Italian when I'm trying to do Jack Sparrow? Pint. You call that a pint? No, that's not a pint of rum. When I was in the court case, they were saying that a pint was a mega pint. You remember that? Aside from the muffins, we had the mega pint. That's just what I want right now. Besides the rum. Oh, Amber, what have you done to me with the court case? Dragging up all that's in the past. I wonder if they sell some muffins here as well. That looks really wet. Okay, we got the outside. Are they pumpkins? Ooh, Halloween, got some pumpkins. Warm up with some hot cocoa. Is it cocoa or do you say cocoa? I don't know, it's spelt differently to how you say it, right? Hot cocoa or hot cocoa, or cool down with same ice cream. I mean, we can do things the easy way or the hard way, right? You want the easy way? Sure. Warm up with some hot cocoa and cool down with some ice cream. The hard way, warm up next to me. Yeah, there's a silence for good reason, because nobody's taking that offer up. I don't blame you. What the fuck is that offer? I thought that was a German flag then. I looked too quick. Oh my god, we got the sprinkles. Famous ARP. You're all about the sprinkles. Make sure not to choke on them. When you consume this ice cream, make sure you don't eat it too fast. You're gonna get brain freeze. You don't want brain freeze. No. Oh my god, I think I've already got it. Sorry. Okay, what's that? Taking a picture of a dodgy van? Car, I should say. More ice cream with caramel sauce, I think that is. Interesting. Thumbs up. Okay. And that's it. There we go. Right, so it has got a lot darker here, hence why the light is on. I don't know if I had the light on beforehand, but it is now. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video and Friday night in general. Hopefully it wasn't too wacky in the live chat, but I'm sure my videos sorted that out. If not, there will be some overtime beatings. Don't worry, it's still lurking in the sideline, okay? It's one of those things where we had the smaller belt in the past, but for some unexpected reason, it disappeared. Can't seem to find it anymore. And to be honest, I'm looking at you, Indiana. I'm looking at you, Joseph. I'm looking at you, Christy. I wouldn't be surprised if any one of you, if not all, worked together to steal that small little belt. Am I right? You do not lie to my face. No. I'm sure there is something going on behind the scenes. Yes. Well, unfortunate for you, you pulled the small straw, right? Because I've got the big one here. Yes. Not everyone can withstand or take it, but that just comes with practice and experience. Okay, Cleo? Now, aside from all that, obviously, when it comes to the Dylan Rounds case and the discussion around it, as I said, if for whatever reason you are late joining right now or just 10 minutes ago, make sure to go back to the start of the video where I give my opinions, thoughts, and mention key questions around certain relationships and conflict that has gone underway at points in time, trying to understand when did it begin, what was the turning point and catalyst, all of that stuff, including map analysis of Lance's recent visit into Lucin. Make sure to check that out. If you've missed it, rewind it back. And as for everyone else, if you survived, well done. Here's a clap, round of applause, there you go. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. For now, good night and goodbye.